Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Rob. I'm sitting here, I'm playing with my Pan pendant. Pan is a ancient Greek god, god of the woodlands, god of the shepherds. He's a nature deity. And I got this cute little pendant of him. This is Pan when he was young. You can see he's dancing and playing his flute. Isn't that fun? I love Pan. Also today I'm wearing, check out my shirt. This is my Wiccan shirt. This is the sign of the Horned Lord. So this represents the God aspect, the masculine aspect of divinity. And so today I've been meditating on the wonderful mystery that is Pan. And we're going to have more about Pan in the coming weeks because I'm setting up a special altar to Pan, which I think you're going to really enjoy seeing. So we'll have more on that. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday. It's time for messages from the spirit world. But before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out and say thank you to all of you who came up to yesterday's video. We had our horoscopes for this upcoming week. And if you didn't see that, you need to check that out. In that video, I covered all 12 zodiac signs. So everybody that watches that, you will get a personal reading for you to get your little psychic snapshot of what's coming this week and how you can best be prepared for it. So definitely, if you haven't done so, check that out. It's in the video queue right before this video. I think you'll like it. A lot of people are saying how wonderful it's been. They're having a good time. So definitely check it out. Well, you guys are the best. I tell you, life has been so crazy busy here with me. I've been getting tons of letters, tons of phone calls. I want to say thank you. Thank you also to all of you who've been coming out for private readings. For those of you who are new here, you may not know I am a full-time professional psychic medium. This is my full-time work. I do it 40 plus hours a week of readings, and I love it. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, you can write to me at my official email, which is, and I'll put the link below, readings@robert-hickman.com. So see the info box below. Send me a note. We'll get you on the schedule, and we'll get you in for a private session. Okay? You guys are the best. Well, the letters have been coming in. And just so you know, for those of you who are new here, messages from the spirit world, I do this every week. I just grab a bunch of letters, and there's no charge for this. Absolutely free, okay? So this is my community service to the YouTube community. I do these little mini readings. And if you want to get on my schedule to get on messages, on the messages video, you can put your question in the comment box below this video, or you can also write to me at readings@robert-hickman.com. Make sure to put in the title bar messages from the spirit world question, so I'll be able to sort that out, okay? But I'm so glad you're here, and I want to say thank you. I also want to tell you, please be patient with me. I'm only one person. I get hundreds of letters. I do personally read everybody's letters. Right now, I don't have the ability to actually handwrite every single person that writes. So if I don't respond to your letter, please forgive me. I'm not trying to be hostile. I'm just one guy, okay? And I'm trying to run everything the best I can. But I do personally read the letters. And for many of you, I light candles at my altar, and I do pray every day. So Psychic Bob is trying to look out for you, okay? Well, listen, I want to tell you also, listen to everybody's letter today, because even if your letter doesn't get read, Spirit might work through somebody else's letter to give you some help. They want to reach as many people as they can, and they'll do that. Well, I'm glad you're here. Well, we're going to get into the letters, but before we do that, let's just settle down. Let's take a moment and let us all attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He says hello to all of you. All right. Our first letter tonight is from Brian, OPC. Hello, Brian. And Brian writes this, Dear Bob, I keep having a recurring dream that seems to be connected to a past life. I find myself inside a cave. I've been injured in battle. As I'm very weak, I can hardly fend for myself. But a giant mountain lion or a cave lion comes to me and brings me food. It licks me, heals me, and tries to comfort me. For some reason in the dream, I resist it and push it away because I feel so ill. I wonder what is happening because now I have this dream and I'm alone in the cave and the lion never comes to help me. Have I created an offense in the spirit world? Or what does this mean? Why do I not see the lion anymore? Yeah, Brian, this is very interesting. I have to tell you, I do feel this is connected. It's a sense of a past life memory here. I do believe you have a connection to the Vikings, and I believe you were in a battle, in a Viking battle when this happened. Now, interestingly, the cave lion, I believe, is actually a spirit guide who came to you at that time. So you're actually remembering a spirit guide. Now, spirit guides can change form. They can take on animal form. I don't think this was just a totem animal. I think this was actually like an angelic being, but they took the form of a lion so as not to overwhelm you. Because had a full-blown angel appeared to you, you would have freaked out and ran outside and you would have been killed. What I get around this dream is that you actually did survive that battle and you went on to be healed. And you say, why am I no longer seeing the lion? Well, the thing is that what that represents is that on a soul level, you're getting stronger. What they're showing you, excuse me guys, my voice is a little hoarse today. What they're trying to show you is that over your lifetimes, you've made progress. You're at a place now where you have the power to be healed within yourself. And they no longer come to you because they want you to practice your own power and to stand on your own. I also feel that there are people around you physically now that are earthlings that have healing power. And so in a sense, by that angelic being holding back that lion not coming, what they're saying is bring yourself into your present life and know that we have people that we work through around you. So I think it's really a sign. It's not any sort of rejection, like the spirit world's not saying we don't care, we don't want to help you, or that you've somehow offended any animal or spirit being. But what it is they're trying to help you be aware. So in that dream, it's like you're now on your own. And it means that you have great power growing within and great strength. And so they're holding back to help you stand on your own. Kind of like in Star Trek. Do you remember the Prime Directive? That was kind of their agreement that they could not interfere with life on other worlds unless they had permission. Well, in a sense, in that dream, you really were not giving permission to the spirits. But they kind of forced their way on you, because you said earlier here, you said how it almost felt unwarranted or a little overwhelming. And so they're trying to let you see that since that life, you've evolved and now you're standing stronger. And I think it's really actually a kind of a prophetic dream, even though it's a past life. It's actually a prophecy that in this life, you will recover, you will heal, you will be strong again, and you will walk on your own. And remember to look to those around you here on earth. They are now the vessels of the Spirit, okay? Hope that gives you a little insight. Good question. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Amy Crafts. Hello, Amy. Amy writes this, Dear Bob, I've had several dreams which include the same ET person. That's extraterrestrial, alien. He looks like a gray alien, but his eyes are not so huge, and neither is his head. He seems to have a pretty high status among the gray aliens in my dream. I remember in the dream I was being supported by two beings while he was working at a console. I'm wondering if I am possibly an abductee. Is this at all real? Am I in any danger from any of this? Amy, I have to tell you, I do feel that you have a connection to the aliens. I do believe that you have been abducted. Actually, to be honest, I feel this has been going on for several years. Now, that may be shocking to you, but I feel like on a soul level, you already know this. So this will not really truly be a shock to you. I keep picking up that they've actually put implants in your body. I get one in the thumb area on your hand. I also get a second implant, possibly in the nasal passages or even behind the ear area. And so I do feel that you may want to be explored and have to be checked out for implants, okay? You're not in any danger. It's really my belief that the alien presences are here to study us. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Greys because I do think they step in on our free will. But I do know it's been very interesting. I've done a lot of work with abductees, and some abductees have said that they feel that way before they came here, they had a soul contract with the aliens, that they would be part of the evolution of humanity. And I think this is what's happening with you. I think that actually this has been going on since childhood. And I think that you're, not just you, but I also feel that there are other family members that are having this experience. And it's as a soul group, you've agreed to partner with the aliens for the betterment of humanity. So to answer your question, I don't see any danger. It can be a little scary, but I also feel like on a deeper level, you've agreed to this, and in time, it will become very casual for you and not at all scary, okay? As for the appearance of the gray aliens, you mentioned that they didn't have his eyes as large as you normally see them pictured, nor their head. There are several species of grays, might I add. Some of them actually have smaller eyes, almost human-like. They're not human hybrids, they're full grays, but they look closer to us in physical feature. Some have the big almond eyes. Some look almost insectoid. So there are several gray species. And I think you just encounter one of the ones that are actually more intelligent and actually more compassionate. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay, so what you can do at night is you ask your higher self to give you wisdom to go to bed, that if that occurs, that you will understand it and be at peace with it and be able to process it, okay? You know, if the aliens wanted to take over, they really could have already. They're really that advanced, but they're not here to take over. I just think they're studying us, and some of us are agreeing to work with them to help advance humanity. And you know, as I've said, in the coming years, I think in the next 2 years, there's going to be a lot more revelation about this. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Tina R. Hello, Tina. Tina writes, says, hi, Bob. I was hoping you might be able to connect with my Nana, who passed last year. There are questions surrounding her death. We don't know what she died from. Also, does she visit us? What signs should we look for? I miss her dearly and don't know how to grieve for her. Thank you and blessings. Hi, Tina. You know, when I step into your frequency here, it's interesting because I do get around you a little bit of dark blue light. But then I get a lot of beautiful purple that comes after that. And what that means energetically is, yes, you are still sorrowing over your grandmother. But what's interesting is I do feel that she is trying to reach out to you. In terms of her passing, I keep picking up around her that there was an issue. It feels like it was a blood clot or like a stroke. I feel like she had like an internal either clot or like a hemorrhage. Could have been an aneurysm, but it's dealt with the head area, like a stroke or a blood clot. Something in that nature is what I pick up around it. I don't feel she suffered. I feel like she just went right out. They keep showing me like about the last month before her crossing, it's like she was just getting very tired and very weak. And I feel like at the time of her crossing, it's like, strange as it sounds, when death came, it was like, whew, I feel refreshed. She actually didn't realize she died. She just thought she got a new burst of energy. And what that energy was is that she just popped out of her body. See, when you die and you pop out of your body, you are actually in your whole form, which it looks just like your physical body, but it's a body of light. And I know this as a fact also because I had a near-death experience. And I looked at my hands when I was dead, and I could see they looked exactly like my hands, except they were pure light. So we have what's called our light body, which is our spirit soul body. And that's what happened when she popped out of her body. She was at total peace. She does come to visit you. And in fact, that purple light around you tells me that you will be having a connection with her. I keep seeing around the end of June here as a time when you're making a connection with her. And I want you to watch, because I keep feeling like I keep seeing an area in your home. It may be like a shelf, or like possibly like around a fireplace. I don't know if you have a little small fireplace, like a mantle area, which I would call it. But I'm seeing like pictures up on this mantle and little knickknacks. And I keep feeling like she's trying to adjust stuff, but she flips it over. I don't know that she's fully mastered working between the physical and the spiritual. So you may come in your house and find stuff literally tipped over or flipped off the shelves. And that's a sign of her presence. I also keep seeing coins literally thrown around the living room in the house. And it's like, I think you're going to say, now who's not putting their money in the bank? I keep seeing particularly like 2-pence coins and occasionally a pound coin. And I believe she's doing that as a way to say, I'm here. I get the sense during her life she was very kind of frugal about money. And like if she saw a 2p coin, she'd grab it and hold on to it. So she's, but she's fine. She's over in the light, and I do feel she's going to connect with you more closely. I want you to watch around the end of June. I also keep feeling like she's also reaching out to other family members as well. So you may have another family member say, I had a dream about her, or I swear I saw her reflection in a mirror. She's definitely showing herself to people, and I believe you will have a more direct encounter, particularly through the dream state as well. So you just tell her, say, Nana, I'm so glad you're here. I welcome you. Please, come and visit. I will receive your coins. You can touch anything in the house. Don't worry about it, breaking anything. Just give us a sign, and she's going to connect with you. That purple light, by the way, also means that you have a natural mediumship ability. And I think as you do some more emotional healing, that will come into more focus for you this summer, okay? So just start talking to her. She's around. She'll hear you, and she is going to give you a sign soon, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from Karen Medina. Hello, Karen. Karen writes, says, hi, Bob. Do you see any new business ventures for me? Hey, Karen. Yeah, I want you to watch. The month of August is very significant around you this year. I keep seeing the word large partnership. I feel that you're meeting somebody. There's literally a group. It's almost like a consortium. And I feel like they want to bring you in almost as like a partner or an associate of some type. And I do see you doing some business, but it's not to be till August. But it looks like there's an issue. It involves a larger scale real estate issue. It may be like a commercial property or investment in land for commercial sale, but it has a larger scale, like we're talking several $1 million investment here, potential earnings, I should say. You're not going to invest millions, but the investment that you go into will turn several $1 million. But it's not till August, so be patient. But it's a group. I keep getting like a group of 4 people. There's 1 female, 3 other men, and I feel like they may have a connection out of New York City. So they may be traveling. I feel like they travel and they purchase large-scale holdings. Like these people deal in if it's not going to turn, 5 million in profit or 10 million, they're not interested. So it will be lucrative. I feel they're very savvy, and I feel like you two have the right time and the right connection, and it's going to work well. But it'll be around August, okay? So, keep an eye on that. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Green Sorceress. I love that name. Green Sorceress writes and says, hey, Bob, I feel like my ex-partner is energetically blocking me from meeting someone new. I'd like to be able to hear your insight on it. I'm planning soon on booking a private reading. Greetings to you. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, I would love to sit down with you for a full hour for private reading. For those of you who are new here, as I said, I do private readings. And in my private readings, we cover the whole thing. We cover past, present, future, spirit guides, past lives, life themes, all of that. So, and we also answer all your questions. So those of you who've had a reading, you can testify that I give a lot in a reading. So it's a lot more in depth than what you get here at YouTube. But I am looking forward to sitting down with you more in depth. But for right now, let me tell you, and I don't say this to sound accusatory, but actually your ex is not blocking you. You are actually blocking yourself in this case. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. What happens is when we are in a relationship with people, we form what's called an etheric cord. It's from our heart chakra to their heart chakra. And what happens is a lot of times when we break up, we end our relationship, sometimes that cord doesn't break. And that actually creates an energy that binds us to that person and to the past, and we have trouble moving forward. And I feel like when I step into your frequency, I'm getting an etheric cord. Many times we just don't see it for ourselves, so that's okay. But it's really easy to fix. And what I want you to do is I want you literally to sit down, and I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to try to see your heart chakra. That's the green ball of light in the middle of your chest. And I want you to see there should be coming a cord, a glowing cord of light from that. And what I want you to do is you talk to that cord, and you also talk to your higher self, and you talk to the other partner. And so, like, say your partner's name was John. You'd say, John, I release you from this cord that binds us together. And then you say to yourself, I release myself from this cord that binds us together. And then what you can do is literally visualize having a pair of scissors and snip the cord, and it'll just dissolve. It's not painful. Don't worry, the cord has no feeling in it. It's like cutting a piece of hair. But you just snip that cord and you release it, breathe out. You might want to burn some candles and incense while you do this. This helps raise the energy. And it's funny, when you do that ritual and you break that cord, you may actually feel literally like a physical force leave you. Like it'll be like a wind or like a whoosh, or a breaking. It'll feel very refreshing, actually. So if you do that, that's going to open up energy. And then I want you also to work with the stone green aventurine and rose quartz. These crystals promote healing, emotional healing, physical healing, strength of the heart chakra. And I do feel like you're going to move on. But to be honest with you, hon, right now, it's not the time to jump into a new relationship. I feel like you're going to wait. It's not going to be until around September that I see you really being in a better position for a relationship. So this summer, I want you to focus on you. Learn who you are again. I keep getting education around you. I think you're going to do some classes. I see definitely a lot of magical work and spiritual development around you. And I feel this summer's got to be all about you. And in September, you're going to meet somebody new. And I'm not going to talk about that now because I feel like I want you to focus on you right now. But you will move on. But I'd like you to do this ritual, and I think it'll be very helpful for you. Okay. Thanks for writing. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, listen, that's all the time I've got for readings today. I am so thankful you're here. By the way, if you get a chance, hold on, let me grab it here. If you get a chance, pop over to my website and check out my books. I've got wonderful books for summer reading. We got Messages from Rose, which tells about my spirit guide, Rose. We've also got Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, which is about my journey as a Wiccan and my insights. So you might enjoy these. They're fun, and maybe pick up a copy for a friend, okay? You guys are the best. I am so thankful you're here. Listen, I hope you'll help Psychic Bob out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. Hit subscribe, be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. Well, we'll be back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. But until then, may you blessed be.